Hello and welcome back to another edition of Check It Out. Okay friends, let's talk drills. So as you can see, I'm a big fan of Makita. Do I say that you have to buy Makita's products? Absolutely not. If you're looking for a professional grade, really nice tool at a fair price, I think personally Makita is the way to go. So I will start with the most basic drill that I would suggest getting. So if you're a new homeowner or maybe you're getting your first drill, this is the one to get over here. I'll explain why, and we'll kind of move up as we get into some of the specialty drills. And I'll also spend a minute and kind of explain how once you start down one product line or one brand, that you might want to stick with that brand. And we'll get into that a little bit, and I'll show you some of the other cordless tools I have and the importance of sticking with that one brand. For now, let's back up a step. Let's get to this drill right here. If you're only going to get one drill and it's the one drill you have to have for the rest of your life, you're on an island, whatever the case, this is what you want here. Not necessarily a Makita brand, but this style of a traditional drill. So this guy is a drill. It also has a hammer drill feature on it right here. So it'll do really nice for drilling holes like this guy here. All right, we're going to drill a hole in here. Maybe we're going to put a screw into it, something like that. It does a beautiful job for it. I would say around the house, this is the drill you're going to use, and I'm going to say 85 to 90% of the time. And if I wanted to get away with it, this is the one drill to get for sure. So when I'm not using that drill there, then I move up into an impact drill, and that's what this guy is here. So the impact drill, if you look, one of the main differences, if you look at the chuck right here, this is a traditional chuck. You can loosen it up and you can put in the different kinds of either drills, or obviously you could put in like a Phillips head here and drill these kind of screws down in here. It would work excellent for that as well. However, with this guy here, it's not the case. So this guy actually pulls out and it's kind of got a hexagon shaped little area. So the bits that you're going to put in here need to be this shape right here. Hopefully that is focusing in, or else they're not going to work. Can you buy some specialty drill bits that have this hexagon shape? Yes. Is that really the way to go? No, not in my opinion at least. That's why I have this drill here. So this guy does a beautiful job if you are maybe a homeowner who's getting up into larger projects. So maybe you are doing something like building a deck, repairing a fence, building a fence, something like that. Something that requires you to put a lot of longer screws into wood. That's really where I use this tool a whole lot. So for this demonstration purpose, I have a smaller screw. I think it's about 1.25 inches, and then I have a 3-inch screw right here as well. These guys, I started them with this drill. However, there is no pilot hole. Pilot hole meaning, did I drill a hole like I did here and then put the screw in? No, I did not. So if you wanted to, could you put a Phillips bit in this drill right here and screw these guys in here? Yes, you could. Is that what this drill is made for? No, it is not. So if you have a once in a while where you need to do that, can you? Yeah, you can get away with it. The problem is though that this motor and this configuration of gearing is not made to do this kind of work. This is too heavy duty for it. So the problem is that the motor is going to be overheated and the motor is going to be sucking up this battery like crazy. So your battery life is going to be way, way, way down. Also, you have run into the problem of damaging these batteries, which you really don't want to do, because the most expensive part of all these drills and all these kits is the batteries. And also, when something goes wrong and something dies, at least from my experience, most of the time it's the batteries. So excellent, excellent drill right here. Then we have our impact, which is really made to do this kind of stuff. And the way the impact works is basically this guy in here, and I'm going to run it so you can hear it. This kind of had a smooth motor motion, right? Let's hear it. This guy here, what you're going to hear is a ratcheting motion. And what it does is it puts a tremendous amount of torque, and it just turns a small amount, a small amount, a small amount, a small amount. And it does that very, very fast, and you're going to hear it. It's a pretty loud, noisy drill. But what it does is it's designed to put a tremendous amount of torque down here so that you can easily put these kind of 3-inch screws, or shorter if you want, into wood like this. And you're not putting too much strain on the motor, and therefore not too much strain on the batteries down here. So I'll kind of show you an example of what that sounds like here. So here's our sort of 1-inch screw or something around there. And then we'll do this 3-inch as well. So it does it easy enough. I mean, right now I'm holding this camera with my left hand and I'm doing this drilling with my right hand. So in my opinion, that is pretty darn easy for that. This guy right here, this impact drill, is a pretty introductory impact drill. It is at that professional level, but it doesn't have some of the bells and whistles that some of the other more expensive impacts have. This guy right here, you can often find these sold as a kit. So if you go in Home Depot, you should be able to find a kit that looks just like this guy right here. If you don't have a Home Depot by you, something like that, or you want to do some shopping online, I'll put all these tools in the description, and I'll put a link to Amazon to each one of these tools, and you can look at the description and kind of tell the difference between these. So at that point, I'm going to stop right here and let's talk about batteries for just a moment. So the tools I have here, this is the 18 volt 3 amp battery. This is what I strongly suggest that you get. So they do make these kits, and you can save some money and get them so that they are not a 3 amp, so that they're a smaller battery. And basically you can still do the same things here. Obviously it's not going to be as powerful, and obviously the battery's not going to last as long. My opinion is, if you really see yourself using these tools on a regular basis, step on up, get that 3 amp battery, and that's a good compromise on what to get. The reason I say compromise is they actually make these now so they go up to 4, 5 amp, and they keep going up from there. This one here has plenty of power, lasts a long time, and it's not too heavy. The problem that these cordless drills get is that they can get very, very heavy, especially as those batteries get bigger and bigger. So my opinion is this is what to get right here. Look for these in a 2-pack sold together. You're going to save some money if you can do that. And they're an awesome set to get. And obviously the batteries can be switched off, right? There's going to be a universal for this size drill. And I'll explain why that's important as you may add on more and more tools to your collection of cordless tools. So as we move up, this is another impact drill. It's extremely similar to this guy right here. This is just kind of one step up as far as quality goes. And then we move into our corded drill. This guy right here is kind of a specialty product right here. So this is one I only use a couple times a year, if that. This guy is a very, very powerful drill. In fact, it is corded here. And this guy is really made to do things like drill into masonry. So you need special bits that are designed to drill into concrete or maybe into bricks, something along those lines. And that's where you're going to use this drill right here. So this is definitely not a first drill to buy. It's more of the opposite, maybe a last drill to buy. Maybe you need to put something into some concrete, something like that. All right, so there you have your drills right there. If you're getting your first drill, go get this or something similar, and then you can add on and maybe get that 2-pack set right there. That would be a fantastic set and way to go. By the way, a lot of times when I do projects, I'll have both these drills by my side. So in other words, let's say that I was going to be working on the fence and I'm going to be putting in some pieces that I don't want to split. In other words, when I put in a screw, I don't want the wood to split apart. So what I'll do is I'll have this guy all set with a drill, and you can just go and drill your holes, and then I can follow right behind it with this guy, and I can go drill in those screws that I need. So I often use these as a set of 2 on a regular basis. So let's keep talking a little bit about these batteries. So a nice reason to go with this 18 volt 3 amp battery is that you can start getting, it's strong enough and big enough that you can start adding on some more products. So I've got a Sawzall right here, which you can just plug in those batteries right there. Back here, I've got a skill saw as well. And again, it's that same battery that will do it. I've got a flashlight right here. I don't really use it all that much. But again, once you get up into that 3 amp battery, and I'll kind of show you this brochure from Makita. Makita does a nice job here. So if you get this smaller battery, the 1.5 amp, these are the tools you can use right here. And once you get up into that 3 amp battery, you can see that if you see yourself getting more and more tools, you can really add on. And I'll tell you what, this is kind of an older brochure. Makita has a lot more tools to their collection now. But anyway, it's something to really think about. You don't want to start buying some of these cordless drills and then realize that you want to go into a different brand or into a stronger, more powerful cordless tool if those batteries are not going to match up with them. So if you go ahead and spend a little bit more money, get this 18 volt 3 amp, then you should be set for your future as far as buying some more and more tools to add on to that set. Hey guys, I hope this helped you out. Do me a favor, hit like and subscribe to this channel if this helped you out. Again, look in that description. You can go shop on Amazon and learn all the different tools and specifications and all that good stuff about these guys right here. But hopefully this gives you a good understanding what drills to use and when to use them. We'll see you next time. Bye.